Oh, hey everybody. It is me, TSPH, the People's Champion. And it's a very special day today because Timothy Lynn has another upcoming project known as Captain America Volume 9. And it has a nice action figure to it. And they're, and the best part is, they paid me to do this little advertising. Yay! Okay, now back to reality again. As you might have seen, Captain America Volume 9 is about to launch on platforms like Kickstarter and probably also Indiegogo. It's a project by Iconic Comics. The creators Timothy Lim is also the artist behind the project. Mark Pellegrini is the writer. They're both yeah independent creators that kind of started out in the same crowd of the same anti-SJW crowd, like for example CG, like another guy that we're going back to later. But due to some inconveniences that happened, decide to do their own thing, and they've become very successful as a result. Much to the despite of everyone was still stuck in the same mentality of 2017. But I digress. It already has 1,245 followers, and as you can see here, I saved this one for notifications as well because I still want to get the second omnibus. I already have the second omnibus, but I still have to read it because I'm still reading Lost Between Worlds, Hour Zero, Hour One, and Hour Two. Hour Three coming up on Kickstarter, or it's already on Kickstarter, but about 6 days to be finished. And yeah, that's about it. But I keep noticing a pattern here, and unfortunately, that's part of the YouTube and ICW, CG, whatever kind of drama. That seems like a recurring thing every year. Because one of the creators associated with Iconic Comics is a guy named Douglas Ernst. He's a Roman Catholic. He's quite open about his religious beliefs, but he's also one of the few guys who stay close to his principles. Where yeah, us in the CG anti-HW crowd turned out to be closeted, you could call it HW activists, because yeah, they're they only they pretend to promote an alternative, but then they turn the moment it's something that or something that or someone that they don't like, they turn into their far left counterparts. Maybe they were already in disguise, but I digress. And whenever there's a campaign coming up of Iconic Comics, whether it's a Captain America or Arcafina, that's actually fair by the way, and or whatever there's a new Soul Finder book coming up, there are a few people that start making rumors again, and we're going to one of the brightest examples of them all, which is kind of ironic because I tend to call him the fake sun god, which is desperate for worship. And what's it here? He, the guy known as former DC and Marvel artist who also created Cyberfrog, he asked the question of why the F would Doug Ernst drop 1,000 to comic book hut for his mom's funeral. It's a lot of money. How is that his problem? Were they dating? Charity, sure. It was clearly a way of keeping that dude under his control. Uh, Here we go again. I'm getting so tired of these rumors being spread. I'm surprised there's 4 people liking it because this is so obviously false. Well, the reason why I gave it the $1,000 US to the hamburger is because He didn't. He presumably didn't have the money to pay for it himself. So he turned to his friend, then friend, with yeah, asking him to bury her for help him bury her and give her a proper Catholic burial. Yada yada. And yeah, Doug, which either was yeah, little yeah, liked yeah the far side to see what a guy like that could do at the point. Maybe didn't know about his true intentions. Gave him $1,000 to help out a friend out of out of the selflessness. I hope you know what it is, right? Thought so. And yeah, after that, he what I think happened. Don't take this as an expert opinion. He thought that he could, as a friend, without knowing that friendship is one thing, a job is another. He thought that he could easily get help for his for his own crowdfunded project known as yeah Captain Planet something like that. Either it was a space war abortion or kind of a sci-fi thing. When it was not even ready for inks for print yet. It just needed another yeah rewrite or two. I told him that you have some good ideas there, but You're not ready to go to print. You need another draft or 5, 10, 20. When an experienced writer and publisher tells you that you need another draft of 10, you listen. You need 5, you listen. You need 20, 25, or 50, you listen. Is that he decided to go with the inking anyway, and it turned out to be, yeah, it's no surprise, the campaign failed. Didn't even reach the 10k, which is an impossible goal on the first attempt when you don't even have developed an audience or demand for the product itself. If you zero crowdfunding experience, I'll take it into account if I ever start going into crowdfunding. But since I only had two issues on global comics ready, the timing is not quite right yet. So yeah, instead of looking, staring through the barrel of his life and figuring out what I do wrong, what happened, he started blaming everyone but himself, and he went straight to the guy we see here. And since then, every time Iconic Comics releases a campaign, this seems to be a recurring thing. A rumor gets brought up, gets debunked. At this point, there's nothing that could touch Iconic, because any publicity, even this, is good publicity for them. They know, yeah, oh, people who look at if you don't, people who are not on the internet 24/7 and mentally either or believe everything blindly on face value, think for themselves. They see this and they think, where have I seen it before? Is is this guy right? Then they look at the hamburger guy and how he deleted videos, etc. I think, yeah, this doesn't add up at all. Because yeah, if you have to believe one thing he says, you have to believe everything he says, and that's what happened right here. Again, I also think it's kind of weird for a guy like that they assumed that they were dating. I mean, if you give this is something I didn't get. If the guy's mother was past the Rainbow Bridge and he doesn't have the money for it, you give him $1,000 out of selflessness. Does that equal a date? I don't think so. Charity, sure, it was clear way of keeping the dude under his control. Well, I haven't seen. That's the thing. He never controlled the guy. Every action he did to that point were his own actions. His intentions were clearly not good. But yeah, basically, Doug didn't see it back then. Something that I kind of understand, kind of don't. But yeah, it's kind of what yeah the tactic that snitches use. The worst part is yeah, some people still didn't wake up to the fact that the hamburger guy is using his faith as presumably as an excuse to yeah to stab people in the back the moment he does something wrong. And I've never seen any Christian or conservative that I know nor befriended over the years. One of them even taught me the tricks of math. They would never engage in this kind of behavior, nor posting lies like this. So yeah, it's kind of funny that he's talking about keeping a dude under his control when he hates when somebody breaks away from his control. It's really sad. And now to another page of proof here. This is how he thanked him before. Thank you to Douglas. Thank you for your sympathy and the flowers at this difficult time. And there's something dots out, cross out here. Rosemary, and yeah, remember most gracious Virgin Mary, yada yada. It's kind of a quote from the Bible or something. I don't know enough about because I was raised agnostic, so there's some things that I know, some things I don't. Whether whether the big guy up there exists or not, is up for interpretation. But if you believe in it, you do you, man. Awesome. There are some rules in especially in the Bible, especially in every holy book, is over there they call it the Ten Commandments. One of them is you don't steal. Two is you don't pay false witness against your neighbor, which goes double in this case. And three, you don't stab him in the back, which is a universal concept. It's called mutual trust and being a decent human being. Yeah, is this rumor going to work? No. We're going back to the rumor again. So yeah, it's kind of weird to assume that they're dating. Doesn't end up to keep It's clear way keeping the dude under his control when he's clearly hates it when people break free from his control. Okay, Tim Wim, Mark Pellegrini, Dr. Napel has done it before, and Dr. Napel hasn't even though I don't always 100% agree with the guy, nor even though his first comic of Earthworm Jim was kind of decent. Unfortunately, the shipping costs are too high for me to get the second one. It is kind of, even though he has a different interpretation of the Bible than I do, even he broke free eventually and said, yeah, I want to be part of this, dude. Even it was even during a time where another tweet I'm not going to look up right now that he thought that Earthworm Jim was anti-gay and CG wasn't. I think it's kind of weird because yeah, not so long ago he posted some pictures of this guy posted some pictures of him naked with a quote about his gizmo that I don't want to look up because it's disgusting. I mean, if you want to do it on the internet, go loose, but it's for everyone to see. It's in the wide open. Yeah, I haven't seen a conservative actively do that, but I digress. But either way, long story short, it will backfire, of course, and yeah, of course, it won't affect iconic comics like at all. They will just ignore it. Timlin will probably be doing his art thing. Mark Pellegrini won't even pay attention to it. Dark Orange will probably be like, not again. And yeah, eventually, this campaign is going to succeed. Action figures will be sold. And yeah, more people will go over here into other creators that have been less left over. Or just, yeah, read both sides without having an opinion about it. But yeah, who is, who is, would you rather believe this? Would you rather believe oops, this. So yeah, burying your own, helping with a burial of your mother doesn't equal dating, etc. Helping a guy out who couldn't help, who couldn't bury his own mother isn't dating, and giving $1,000 to is not a way to keep people. Doesn't always have to be a way to keep people under their control. Especially, and you were the last person that should talk, because you obviously don't like the fact when people criticize you, or I'm not calling names here because it's already obvious, or if you want, or if you people criticize your unethical behavior when you make things up, especially when you don't have you hardly could or barely could finish two crowdfunding books and keep starting something new before going to the second or the third or the fifth. But anyway, that's my take from it. You could sign up here at volume 9. Actually, I hate to make a video like this, but yeah. It's time to bury this rumor once and for all. It's getting tired. I mean, Captain America Volume 9 is going to be successful anyway. So it has 1,245 followers. People will probably make things up about it. The followers will go up. They're in a place where they're barely they could barely be touched anymore. So yeah, that's about it. And yeah, before I close this video, I keep saying, stop listening to the rumors that these outraged Americans tell you. Take a moment to step back, away from the internet, away from your screen, from your desktop PCs, your smartphones, or your laptops. Go through every source, think for yourself, and yeah, always think for yourself. Don't believe everything that a guy on the internet posts or on what on X tells you, face value. Always think for yourself. Take a moment to self-reflect and to see, to check every source. And that's about it. Anyways, Captain America will Volume 9 and action figure will soon launch, so stay tuned for that. And I don't like to make a video like this, like I told you, but it had to be told. It's whoever you believe is up to you to decide, and yeah, make up your own minds about it. You don't need me to, nor an outraged merchant on the internet to make up your own mind and think for yourself. And that's pretty much it. Before anyone asks, nobody's paying me to do this. I'm doing this in my own free time in the morning at 10 a.m. Central European time. So yeah, talk to you guys later. Hasta la próxima. Chicos, chicas, Tiane.